Hello, I think I'm live. I thought I'd come on a little bit early. As I can see, there's 5 of you waiting, which is great. You're keen to get started. So let's start. I'm here, you're here. If you're watching this video after the event, I suggest you skip forward just a minute or two, and then we'll probably be talking about something interesting. So who we got tonight? Hello, Success Roller Coaster. I've just been having a look at your site. Looks really nice. How's it going for you? Are you getting any traffic? Hello, Emily in Israel. Good to have you on. Can you hear me, by the way? I'm not getting any response from the chat. Am I talking to myself? Hi, Weiss. Weiss. You need to tell me how to pronounce your name. Hi, Dan. Ollie 1A or Olia. I don't know how you want me to pronounce that. Hello. Good evening. Hello, everybody. Yeah, there's more of you coming. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Elijah. So there's 10 of you on so far. So let's get started. Anyone got any questions to start me off? Or you want to tell me what you've been working on? I don't mind. Let's just start chatting. Okay. Ollie, sorry. Let's get all the names right. Hi, Crazy Boy. The topic is whatever we want it to be, really. I'm happy to talk about some of my recent videos. I had one on on-site and off-site SEO. Don't know if you saw them. One of them went up this week. One of them went up last week. I've got my tea, by the way. Okay, Dan says, WooZone is running extremely slow with search and uploads. Is it my host? It could be. Who's your host, Dan? And have you increased your PHP memory limit? Okay, Emily says, can I explain how to find a niche I cannot find? Okay, that's quite a big question. The first thing when it comes to the niches, I would start to think about stuff that you're into and that you're passionate about. That's often a good place to start. And then start drilling down on Amazon. So go into one of the categories and just kind of dig deep, go down a few layers, and you might find some interesting things. Then what you want to do is, if you've got access to the AdWords keyword tool, run a few of the product names or general words about that niche through there and just see if there's any interest. You can use Google Trends as well. That's a free tool just to give you some idea. If there is, and you think that you could create some content, or at least hire someone to create content around that particular subject, then that's probably your niche. So yeah, maybe jot down a few ideas once you found them, and then just pick one and just go for it. You can spend a long time kind of trying to figure out the niche that you want to go into, and you never actually get started. So once you've got a few ideas or you found something that looks promising, just get started and see how it goes. Wace says, what plugin is best to speed up the website? There's a couple of videos on the channel about this, but one of my favorites is WP Fastest Cache. That's a good one. The other thing you can do is use a plugin called Smush. I think it's called Smush, to optimize your images. If you've got any big images, if it's a blog site, if it's a WooZone site, then that's probably not an issue because the images are on Amazon. The other thing you want to check is your hosting. If you've got a lot of products on your site, then the small HostGator plan might not be the best one for you, and you might want to talk to them about upgrading to something a bit faster. Okay, Dan, your site is on GoDaddy. That could be your problem in terms of speed. I've used GoDaddy hosting before, and it's not very good in terms of performance. Maybe you should try HostGator, or if you've got a bit of extra cash, I highly recommend WP Engine. They are like $25 a month or something like that, which is quite a lot, but they are super, super fast. Hi, No Budget Homestead. I look tired. Yeah, I go to bed late, and I've got 2 children, one very young baby who's a bit poorly at the moment, so she's been getting us up in the night. So that would explain my tired look. But hey ho, plenty of time to sleep when you're dead, hey? Okay, some good questions coming in. Anyone got anything else? Oh yeah, another idea that's just come up is about the PHP version. If you can switch your hosting up to PHP 7, you should see a performance increase. PHP 5 is much slower. "28 of you online at the moment. That's great. Hello, everyone. Make yourself known in chat. Say hello. Let's get talking. Okay, here's some more chat. I think my chat was delayed then. Suddenly a whole load has just come through. Right, so what we got? Have you made over 100K yet? That's an interesting question. What's that, a month or a year? Is that dollars or pounds? Do you have an affiliate to WP Engine? Love to support if you can. I do. Let me just put a link. Of course I do. As you know, I only recommend stuff that I use myself. And all of my kind of big client sites that I host, you know, some of them are multinational companies. I tend not to put them on the HostGator baby plan. So they're all on WP Engine, and the support and speed and everything is excellent. There's the link, by the way, if you want to go check them out. Thank you very much if you use it. Really do appreciate you guys using my links. Question from Alistair. The Woozone plugin suggests it can spin the content of the products. Doesn't that breach Amazon T&Cs by altering their products? That's a good question. I'm not too sure. I think you're fine to rewrite stuff about products. I'm pretty sure. You know, I haven't read all of the T's and C's when it comes to Amazon affiliate, because there's quite a few. So if you've got the exact term that you found, I'll have a look at it and let you know my opinion. Okay, Lauren says, how do you migrate from HostGator to WP Engine? It's really easy, actually. WP Engine have a plugin that you install on the site that you're going to move, and you follow like a little wizard, type in some details. There's a guide as well on exactly how you do it, and then the plugin does it all for you, and then you're done. But as I say, they've got some really good support. It's a live chat, and there's always someone there, and you know, they'll help you through it if you get stuck. It's really easy though. You'll be fine. Carl Broadbent, hello. Should Amazon's disclaimer be on the homepage of your website, or is it okay to have a disclaimer heading? Ideally, I'd put it in the footer of your site so that it then appears on every page, or you could put it in the header, but I think it'd look a bit messy up there. I'll just tuck it away in the footer somewhere. Hi, Lauren. Europeans don't talk about money. No, I guess especially British people, we're probably quite shy when it comes to talking about money. Not like Americans that, you know, love to shout and brag about how much money they're making and all that kind of stuff. We're probably like a little bit more low key than that. But yeah, as people always ask me about my earnings, and you know, I just say I'm very comfortable, thank you very much, and I, you know, work when I want to work and have my freedom, so I'm happy. I don't have a Lamborghini or anything. Although I'm sure if I wanted a Lamborghini, I could, you know, save up and get one. I don't want a Lamborghini. Hi, Rich. Did you manage to get any further with the trainer selector? I've done a little bit more work on it. I'm going to do the video soon. I wanted to figure out the site and that kind of stuff, make sure I knew exactly how it all worked. I think I'm ready now to make the video on that. So that'll be soon, next few weeks, hopefully. Mal, hello, Mal. Question there. How about a video on using the web inspector in Chrome or Safari? Yeah, I do need to do a video on that. But I'll tell you what, while we're on, I'll show you very quickly how you might use it. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Let me just go to one of my sites. Let's go to Big Boutique. That'll do nicely. Okay, so let's say we wanted to do a bit of CSS on something. Let's find something that might be good to do some CSS on. Okay, like these headings. Let's make them a little bit smaller. So what I need to do, I'm just going to log into the site first off. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the site. Then we're going to use the inspector to play around with some CSS. Okay, so let's scroll down and find those big headings. So I'm going to right click and go to inspect. Then this is in Chrome, by the way. I'll do it on Safari as well, maybe, but we'll go for Chrome now. Then I've clicked this little select tool down here. And then if I hover over any of these or click on any of these headings, the code is down here. And we can see the piece of CSS in question is this bit here, which is body.row h3. Then if I adjust this, size changes just like that. Now, this bit of CSS could apply to other parts of the site, so you want to be careful that you're only changing, the font size for these particular headings. Otherwise, you end up screwing up other parts of the site. So just to make sure, I'm going to add an extra bit of class. So I'm going to look over here, and I can see that there's this other bit, KD_footer_column, and that's definitely going to mean it only applies to headings that are in this column. If that makes sense. So if I just click on this H3, make sure it's selected, then go over here and click the plus. I'm going to create my own little bit of code. So I'm going to type in that KD. It starts with a dot because it's a class. When it comes to CSS, by the way, I taught myself it basically just by playing around and that kind of stuff. So it might look a little bit overwhelming, but once you get your head around it, it becomes quite easy to start tinkering around with it and seeing what happens. A lot of it, for me, is trial and error. I just try different things out and see what happens. And you should do the same. Don't be scared. You can't break anything. But then I'm just going to type in this bit here. I could even copy and paste it, to be fair. That's because you know me, I'm lazy. Like that. Then in here, I can type whatever I want. So we're going for font size. And I'm going to put 20 pixels. Because this has got an important tag, I'm going to need to add important to mine. Oh, and I've missed out the body. Oh, no, it's there. That's strange. That's not working, is it? Oh, it is working. There we go. Okay, and then we would just copy this. Actually, it's not working, is it? Is it because there's no space there? I'm going to have to stop doing live demonstrations. Maybe did I get my dots and things the wrong way around? Right, let me just... I did typo. Normally it's a typo, isn't it? For me. Let me just try again here. As I say, trial and error is the way forward. There we go. So there we go, bit of trial and error we got there. So this is the bit of code we want, .kd_footer_column, and then H3. Didn't need the body bit. Of course I didn't need the body bit because the body, yeah, never mind. So we got there. So then once we've got our bit of code that's working like that, we can then just copy that to our clipboard. So I'll just press Command-C on my Mac. It'd be Control-C on a PC. And then we're going to go into the Customize section and close this inspector down now. I'm going to scroll down, and then right at the bottom, there's additional CSS. Then in here, we can just paste it. I've got some already in here, as you can see. But at the bottom, I'm just going to paste that bit in. There it is. Then click Save and Publish. And then we can close that, and let's have a look if it's worked. Fingers crossed. Oh, I do love doing live demonstrations. It hasn't, but that could be because we need to clear our cache. So I'm just going to go into the browser and clear my cache. And then refresh again. Let me just check if there's some cache on the site. When you make CSS changes, you have to clear all the cache, otherwise you don't always see the changes. It's a bit annoying. Here we go. Let's clear that one as well. So that's using WP Rocket, this site, to speed things up. Okay, that's not worked. Oh, blimey, what's going on? My bit of code doesn't appear to be there. Let me just check. I did save it, didn't I? I'll be back on the chat in a second. I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, so if you're asking me stuff, and I'll have a look in a second. Yeah, it's all there. What I'll do is I'm just going to move it to the top just for argument's sake, just so I know that it's definitely getting picked up. So I'm going to put it there. Okay. It's still not working. What the heck? I give up. I'm going to have a look at that in a second. Let me come back to the chat. But anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, you just copy it and paste it. Oh, technology. I love it. Anyway. Hello, everyone. I'm back on the chat. Let me, I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to tell you what it was in a second. So what did I miss? Oh, sorry, that link is wrong. See what I've done there. I typed wpengines.com/wpengine. Of course, that's not right. That one. Thank you. Crazy Boy says, is it true it's better to buy an old domain to rank fast on Google first page? You can do that, but that's quite an advanced technique. Do your research, learn how to find good domains and make sure they're not spammy domains or anything like that, and go about it that way. Some may say that that's a bit grey hat when it comes to SEO. So, you know, you could be kind of breaching Google's guidelines, but good luck. Let me know how you get on. Let's go look at my other computer at the Boot Boutique and just see what's going on with that. That stupid custom CSS. Farah says, every day I have to delete some of the Amazon categories from my website, which I didn't create in the first place. Have a look at my website. We'll have a look in a second. Are you importing into your own categories, or are you using Amazon categories? If you're using Amazon categories, then that could happen. JJ says, what do you mean inbound links for SEO? What I mean is you need other sites on the internet, and preferably sites with some authority, to link to you, link to your articles, and link to your site in general. That way Google sees that you've got some sort of reputation, and the other sites think you're a worthy site, and that's how you raise yourself up the search engines. Lauren says, oh, you're talking about, I just built a new site for a client on WP Engine. I meant just URL. You're talking about going live with a site? There's a guide on WP Engine on how you do that. It's pretty straightforward, but again, they'll help you if you need help with that. Adrian says, when doing outreach, you say not to go to direct competitors. If my site is about sports balls and one site I want to outreach to is dedicated to only golf balls, is that a direct competitor? It depends. Are they selling the same products as you? If you're selling golf balls and they're selling golf balls, then probably yes. What you want to go for are sites that are maybe not selling stuff. So maybe they're a blog and they're just providing good information. or maybe they're a YouTuber and they do stuff that way, and they produce more content rather than selling products. If you go to just an e-commerce site that's looking to sell products and the products are the same as the products that you're promoting, then that's going to be hard for them to accept one of your articles and link to you, because they're not going to want to link to a competitor. Oh, Lauren, you need to migrate your URL to a new one. That should be fairly straightforward. You just add the domain to your WP engine settings and then update your WordPress settings. You might need to do a find and replace as well. I would talk to WP engine support and they'll help you with that. Formulaic, that'll be it. How's the zombie merc site doing? Do you feel it's lucrative to you? It's not that lucrative. It's in the wrong niche, and I haven't added any content to it for a while, and I've not built any links to it. So no, it doesn't do a lot. It was the wrong niche to get into in the first place, that site. But it was good fun site to build. I purely chose that niche because I like zombies. I didn't do any research or anything. Hello, Bill from Florida. Okay, hello, Sean. Carlos says, I see people ordering products on my affiliate website. When I go to Amazon, I look at my earnings. There is no money being earned, but I do see that the order is placed. What could be going on? How are you seeing that the orders are placed, just out of curiosity? Because if it's friends and family or you're placing the orders yourself, Amazon somehow know about that stuff. So, yeah, be careful. If you're looking at the figures that WooZone report, they're often wrong. So, yeah, you can't really go with that either. Carl says, can we share some websites? Like, yeah, sure, if you want to. But as Doug would say if he was here, are you sure you want to? Because everyone might steal your idea, but I'm sure that's not going to happen. So if you want to share away. Abisek says, what is an alternative for WooZone? Depends what you want to do. You could just create a blog site and create your Amazon affiliate site that way. I did a video on it recently where I used the default theme that comes with WordPress. So it's very, very cheap. And all you got to do is create some content. And you don't need a plugin then like WooZone. I've not used any other equivalent plugin that does what WooZone does. Though, I tell a lie, I've been using Content Egg recently, and that does similar stuff. So yeah, check out Content Egg if you like. I'll put a link in the chat now. Hopefully I'll get this one right. Okay. So there's a site there, luxurious made watches. Is this a good niche? It sounds competitive. I think there's quite a few sites in that, but it's probably quite lucrative because the value of the product is high. Let's say I think that would be quite competitive. Do you recommend to use Drive traffic plans, which is with different companies? I'm not sure what they are. I've not tried them. Alex, when you have the code for Google AdSense, and then which item do you paste it in? A widget, or you paste it into a text widget? And yeah, the ads do take a little while to show up. The other thing you can do is use an AdSense plugin, which will help you kind of lay out your ads nicely. That's interesting, Carlos. So you're pretty sure that you are getting orders through your site? Then I would send Amazon a message and just ask them. I mean, are you seeing any clicks in your Amazon account? Right, I'm just going to quickly look at this book boutique. What the heck is going on? Okay. I'll try to look at the chat at the same time. Tom says, is blog post commenting only good for building a relationship with blogs admin with a view to guest posting later, or is there more to be gained? Well, you do get a link when you post a comment on a blog. Your name or whatever becomes a link to whatever site you enter, although they are no follow links. So in theory, Google doesn't count them as an actual link. However, I think in terms of your link profile, which is, all the links that you've got to your site, I think it's good to have a mix of no follow and follow links. It just looks more natural, and I think it may add a little to your reputation with Google. But generally, yeah, the main purpose for blog commenting is to build a relationship. Okay, Carlos, so you are seeing traffic in your account. Well, that is weird. I would ask Amazon about that. There's either a problem with your analytics and that's not accurate, or there's a problem at Amazon, but it's probably more likely a problem with your analytics. Lacey says, I need shortcode help for my Kingdom 3.3.3. The layout is not showing up properly. You need to be using Visual Composer. The shortcodes don't work anymore. If you have a look on my channel, have a look at the upload section of all the videos, scroll back a few weeks, maybe a month or so, there's a video on that. In terms of using Visual Composer to build your page rather than using shortcodes. Adrian says, if on my homepage I talk about pens at the moment, can I change it later to another kind of product? So I'm going broader on my site. Is it okay to do, or should I keep the same topic on your homepage? No, I think you should refresh your homepage. Definitely, good idea. Well, he says, do we get paid from our clicks on Amazon? No, you only get paid for sales. Someone actually has to order something. It doesn't have to be the product that you link to, could be anything, but they have to order something. Okay, let's have a look at some more. I'm having a look at that boot boutique. It's because of the pressure of the stream. I think I can't get it going. Adrian says, when installing a new theme, do I have to deactivate and delete all the plugins that I'm using with the actual theme before installing the new one? Can I keep some of the plugins? As long as the plugins aren't theme specific, because I know that Kingdom comes with plugins that just work with Kingdom. If they're general plugins, you can leave them running. That's fine. They should, be fine with your new theme. Can I look at Lee Henderson's question above? Yes, I can. Okay, on Income School, they don't do any social media marketing. They say all that is needed is good content with long articles. They say their sites always start to make money after 6 months. Do you agree? Yes, I do agree. That is, perfectly legitimate advice. That's the kind of advice that Doug also gives. Have you seen Doug in any of my other videos? He doesn't use social media. He just uses good articles, and lots of them generally. He says start with 10, but on his sites, I know that he's got many more than that, and he's got guys that are writing articles for him all the time. So yeah, you can definitely build a site with articles. And the good thing about that is, rather than using social media, is that once it's working and you're getting search engine rankings and you're getting traffic, you don't have to worry too much about the site. Whereas with social media, you've got to keep posting all the time. Social media can happen a lot quicker though than creating articles. So it's really whatever you're comfortable with, and whether you want to be involved and do the social media side of things. But of course, you could outsource it as well if you wanted to. Hello, Martin. He says, watched all my vids and they helped. That's good. I made an ebook that goes on my site. Is it best to give it away to build an email list or sell it? I would give it away to build an email list. There's a lot more value in the list because, if you sell it, how much are you going to get? $10, $20? Whereas with an email list, you can remarket many products over, many years if you want to. It opens up lots more opportunities having an email list. So definitely use the book to build your list. Okay, let me scroll down again. Here's a question. What is the simplest way of moving from Magento 1.9 to WordPress? That's not something I've done, I'm afraid, Paul. Sorry. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Then I'd Google that and see what you can find. What cache plugin do I recommend? I recommend WP Rocket, which you just saw, and WP Fastest Cache. They're both good. Hi, Nick. You're editing a website as we speak. Thank you for your help. No problem. Good luck with your site. How's it going? Mal says, when you build a new site, do you ever build it locally on your computer first? No, I don't. Build it straight on the hosting. But obviously make sure that it's blocked from search engines and put a maintenance page up. Or just sometimes the host gives you a temporary URL that you can work on. So I work on that, and then when I'm ready to make it live, set it on the real domain. Carl says, can we check out his site? I'm sure we can. Let's have a look. Hang on a second. I just need to share my screen. Oh, why is it not working? Hang on. Here we go. There we go. Do you see it? Okay, so this looks like a nice site. Obviously quite a specific niche. Lots of good content. You've got some products here. Let's have a look. It's a nice theme. Which theme are you using? Let me just have a look at the chat. Your site is a bit slow, though, as you can see. So that might be something you want to look at. In fact, it seems to have got stuck, unless it's me. Let me just click on something else. It seems to have got stuck. I'll come back to it in a second.